Welcome back, bros, to another video review, and today I have the opportunity to take a look at the Transformers Buzzworthy Transformers Rise of the Beast Autobot Mirage. So for the contents, this is what we get inside for Mirage from this 3-pack of the Buzzworthy Bumblebee. You get the instruction manual, and you get his so-called supposedly cannon blaster to replace his fist, but as you see on the back of the packaging, it may not do that very well. With that being said, I'm only reviewing Mirage out of this 3-pack because the rest of it, I am parting it away, so I will no longer have the set, and I will just only keep Mirage. And I'm keeping Mirage because he was my favorite in the movie, and he's also my favorite G1 Autobot out of a select few that I like. And I just had to keep him because that's my boy. So here we are taking a closer look at the Autobot Mirage from the Buzzworthy Bumblebee 3-pack. With that being said, I'm just going to state the obvious. This figure has a ton of molded details that I wish it had highlighted with various different color paint apps to give it a more screen accurate appearance. But unfortunately, this Mirage head is the one made before they made adjustments to the CGI model of Mirage. To start with the head, to Mirage's right, here is a picture of the top of the Buzzworthy Bumblebee packaging where it shows Mirage's head, 1 out of 3 characters inside the packaging. There you can see the blue, and you could see more blue on the face, whereas for the figure translation, we don't have that. We have a little bit of blue applied for the eyebrows, and we're missing a lot of blue on the black molded head. Now, when it comes down to the limbs and stuff, there is a lot of things wrong and missing with that also. So the chest torso is silver as it is depicted on the packaging. Now look at the legs. The legs look pretty darn close to gunmetal gray, like the forearms, the feet, and the shoulders of Mirage. Now on the packaging, it shows that it's going to be a light gray, but that's not what we got inside the packaging. So now Mirage kind of looks a little off. But the details on this figure, there's tons of molded details in the plastic of this figure, and I do like that. So that was my minor gripe on this figure. So for the articulation, it's basically standard as what we get with all deluxes. As you can see right now, it does have a tight waist swivel. The leg can kick up this high. It can kick back this high. It does have a 90-degree bend. Very good, not loose. The foot, can it tilt forward? Not really. So I'm not going to force it because I don't want to break it, which is part of transformation. The arms have a 90-degree bend. There is a little arm rocker right here for the hand, no swivel. The arm can rotate a full 360. And yes, as a heads up, the shoulders on my copy sometimes pop off in this car bit right here. So if you see it happen, just excuse it. The head can rotate left and right. I can look up a little bit up and a little down. So it has a little bit of range of motion, which is pretty good. And other than that, that is our standard articulation on a deluxe Autobot Mirage. So here we are for comparisons, and I have Autobot Mirage in the center surrounded by various different figures of the movie line and also scales. As you can see, Mirage is definitely compared with Core Class RC, Studio Series Bumblebee, Studio Series Optimus Prime, Studio Series Cheetor, mainline Optimus Prime, and also Weaponizer 2-pack with Chain Claw Optimus Prime. So now it's time for transformation. Now that we have Autobot Mirage transforming into his alt mode, this is what we get, and it's actually pretty good for what we get for a main release toy line figure. The coloring on it is a little off, but it's not perfect, but we definitely can see this being Autobot Mirage in the movie. Now, just looking at it, I like the teal color blue on it. Oh, by the way, it does roll very well. It's not hindered. So as you can see, it's not rolling very well right now because I have paper as part of my display layout. Now, I do want to go ahead and bring this up. Hopefully you can see it right here. That gappage right there, I have transformed this figure multiple times and it still does that. So I don't know if that is a design flaw of my copy. So that's just on that side. And then I have an issue with this right here. The bumper won't stay securely closed on my copy either. Now this brings me to checking out the details further on this figure. And now I'm going to nitpick. I don't understand why they painted this rim completely black, but this one, because it's pegged on, they won't paint that little peg piece black either. So I don't know what was the reasoning not to do that, but it's kind of like an eyesore in my opinion. So here we are, guys, for comparisons. I just want to start out saying that I feel like Mirage is still too big for either of these Optimus Prime figures, but I do like the way he turned out in alt mode. He does represent the character as we saw in the movie. Even though he has flaws, he still looks good with a Prime of your choice. So just looking at it from frontal view, and you can see Prime looks pretty good rolling out with his fellow Autobot Mirage. So here we have Mirage with a couple other figures, and I just want to show off how Mirage looks. Mirage is a little longer than Minerva, but Minerva is definitely thicker, as you can see. And then here you have Mirage with Optimus Primal. As you know, is an ape, so he really can't compare as a car. But either way, I like the way this figure turned out. So now it's time for the Yeah Bro figure rating grading system, or the pickup or the pass, where I like to give you my opinions and thoughts on this figure to help you or persuade you or to inform you about a purchase that you're about to make to get this figure. So here we go. I'm going to start off with the pros and then also the cons last. So for the pros that I can remember freshly in my head is that the molding on this figure of detail is very good. The vehicle mode represents Mirage, what we've seen on the TV, but there's some flaws in that. Not only that, I do like that they've given us an accessory that turns his hand into a hand cannon. And then I do like the head sculpt on the figure. Now, the cons for this is, while we have so much details in the molding, we do not have a lot of paint apps, which I believe would make this figure 10 times better if they added more paint apps to this figure. In addition to that, I showed off what we were supposed to get in a head sculpt. We did not get all that paint on the head, nor did we get the paint on the thighs of Mirage, nor did we get some of the plastic on the knees of Mirage. But also, the con is that I feel that over time, transforming this figure from robot to vehicle mode is eventually going to break. Clear plastic is not very sturdy or durable, and when you use that for the top vehicle of the hood of the car, you have two slots or pegs that peg into the legs, which become the hood of the back of the vehicle. Eventually, those will break. Not only that, I feel like every time you try to put the roof and the side doors of the vehicle over top of the lower door part of the vehicle, I believe eventually it's going to crack and break in half. So, with all this being said, this figure, in my opinion, I picked it up because I like the character of Mirage in the movie, and this was the first representation of a decent toy that I wanted to pick up and share with you guys in a review. So if you're interested in picking up a copy of this figure, unfortunately it is in a 3-pack and it is a Target exclusive, unless you would like to go order the single release copies, which I don't know what stores they will be available in the United States, but I know you can get them overseas from like Amazon or any other overseas toy seller that you know that's selling this figure. With that being said, I paid $59.99 plus taxes, where you will get Mirage, Air Razor, and Bumblebee in a 3-pack. As always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. By doing these 4 actions, it shows my channel a tremendous amount of support and also helps my channel continue to grow to one day be monetized. So thank you once again for spending your time watching my video. Until next time, yeah bro, I'll see you soon.